I'm going to start with a diagram. And this will help me understand the problem. Okay, so I've done a diagram. Now I kind of understand the problem at hand because we have some pole with a shadow. And then here we have a taller pole and we want to know what the length of the shadow is. So I see that we have similar triangles. Similar triangles have the same angle measures. Okay, and the corresponding sides of similar triangles are proportional. Okay, so that means I can create a proportion, which is two ratios. Similar triangles have corresponding proportional sides. Okay, so I can create a proportion. I personally like to put the unknown in the numerator. So I'm going to put x to 22 feet is equal to, so it has to be to the corresponding side. So if x is in the numerator here, this, and that's a shadow, then 7.5 has to be over there. Okay. So the reason I chose to do that is because you can do cross multiplication, but I don't really teach cross multiplication because I think everybody then uses it in all the wrong places. I actually do the math. So cross multiplication is basically solving this equation. So you can multiply both sides by 22, then you're left with x equals 11 feet. Okay, so I understood the problem. I created a plan, which was to realize that they were proportional sides, and I created an equation. So now I just carried out the plan and I arrived at a solution. Does the answer seem reasonable? Can we check it? Well, let's see. So notice, what's the pattern or what's the relationship between 7.5 and 15? How are those two numbers related?
$7.5 is half of 15.
Ah, okay. So then does 11 seem reasonable?
Yes.
Because it's half of 22. So those are, being that it's half is a quick way to see that, yes, they do seem reasonable. So 11 is half of 22, or you could say 2 times 11 is 22, and 2 times 7.5 is 15. So now I feel confident. I want to make sure I answered the question at hand. What is the length of the shadow? Yes. So what, now that we have this solution, what could be a similar but different problem that maybe you will be asked in homework or on a test or quiz? Something like this. What could be a different way to change the problem? What about saying we know the length of the shadow and we want to see how tall the pole is, or it could be a tree, it could be a building, right? So if we just are given the other side and then we have a different unknown, we can still figure it out, okay? So going through those steps in your mind as you're solving will help you just become a better problem solver.